Hold on to your hats, folks, because apparently the financial world just decided to spice things up. Again, forget your boring stock tips and crypto chaos because the XRP ETF is here and it's about to change everything. Or is it? Let's dive in and see if this is the next big thing or just another, oh, we totally meant to do that moment from Wall Street. Spoiler alert, it's probably the latter, but hey, let's have some fun with it. So you may be sitting there thinking to yourself, okay, all this sounds really great, and I love XRP. Just one quick question. What's an ETF? Well, I'm super glad you had that question because we're not only going to be going over what an ETF is, but also how this significantly impacts you and most importantly, impacts your wallet. So let's get started. So what is an ETF? So an ETF is actually a group of people buying a certain asset. So an S&P 500 ETF would be a group of people buying the top 500 stocks, or a Bitcoin ETF is a group of people buying Bitcoin. Now, here's where it actually is super significant because you may be thinking, well, why does it matter if I buy it or if a group of people buy it? Well, actually, if it's an ETF, it can get traded on the stock exchange, meaning the New York Stock Exchange and many other ones, rather than just being on a crypto asset or just being on Coinbase or anywhere else you buy crypto. It can now be bought on the stock market. This is super significant because now companies can be buying up these stocks. They can be buying up this ETF, this XRP stock, if you will. Now, that is very, very significant. That is a very big claim to be making. Has that ever happened? Will it actually happen? Well, if we look at Bitcoin, then later also looking at Ethereum, we can see that both of these things happen. Everything I said about XRP, how it became a stock, basically it could be traded on the stock exchange, so now companies could buy it. That happened with Bitcoin and the price went up. It impacted Bitcoin very significantly for the better. Same thing with the Ethereum. It impacted Ethereum for the better. But don't just take my word for it. The Ripple CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, has expressed confidence in the approval, stating that about the XRP ETF, he says it's, quote, inevitable, end quote. Now, that doesn't seem like very much, but it is actually pretty significant because he's talking about the XRP ETF. I'm talking about the XRP ETF. You're watching something about the XRP ETF. The news of the XRP ETF is getting out. So, even if it doesn't explode over the long run, initially it will go up very high. It may just be something where you buy the rumor, meaning as soon as the XRP ETF comes, you buy it, get in early, and then sell the news, meaning once everybody else finds out about it and it goes up, then that's when you sell. Now, I'm not suggesting you do that, but that is some strategy that people have whenever a new coin or a new ETF is announced. So, what have we seen in this video? We've seen that the XRP ETF is super significant. The reason being is it turns a crypto coin into a stock, allowing other companies to buy XRP without directly buying XRP. Now, I'm not going to get into that, but that's super big in the financial world when it comes to the companies and what they buy and how it looks on their books. That's a story for another time. But anyways, this ETF is allowing XRP to basically go not only as a crypto coin, but also as a stock, allowing businesses to buy it. Now, this is super significant and has a positive impact, and we saw this not only with Bitcoin, but we also saw this with Ethereum. So this will not be the first time they try this. Not only that, it's more than likely going to drive the price of XRP up as well. All that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Adios.